we have concluded over here, that is the types of the, that is quadrilaterals and along with their properties. Now I am just going the particular results on parallelograms, that is parallelogram. See all the, that is quadrilateral, what is actually we have already defined with the help of parallelogram only. So we need to get very good knowledge on parallelogram. See here now, results on parallelogram means there are so many theorems are there which need to be just now proved. That is, you have already just learned, that is through the Euclid geometry, that is what is theorem, it is required to prove. So here we are just going to, in theorem number 1, prove that in a parallelogram opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel also we know, that is equal. That is number A is need to prove, okay, to prove. What are these? This is AB equal to DC and AD equal to BC. Opposite sides are equal, that is this equal to this and this equal to this. Next one is opposite angles are equal. Here is 1, this B. Opposite angles are equal, that is angle A equal to angle C and angle B equal to angle D, and the, that is the diagonal bisects this parallelogram in two halves, that is it may be another diagonal. This is also just bisecting these two triangles in equal areas. Now here constructions little bit, we are just constructing, this is joining A and C and B and D, which are the diagonals of the parallelogram. Now in proof, what we are just taking this, in triangle ABC and in triangle ADC, what we can just show, see this is parallel to this and this is the transversal AC, that is then angle 1 equal to angle 2, angle 1 equal to angle 2, this is actually DC, we are just talking about, this is the alternate angle, interior alternate angle. So if this is parallel to this, this is a transversal, then this angle equal to this angle, this is interior alternate, and angle, this is also angle 3, angle 3 is also angle 4, the same reason. And another is AC is equal to AC, that is this is the common side. So here triangle ABC congruent to triangle ADC, this is actually the AAS criteria. Therefore we can tell this is angle B equal to angle D and AB side AB equal to DC and AD equal to BC, and angle, as because angle 1 plus angle 4 equal to angle 2 plus angle 3, as because this is angle 1 equal to angle 2 and angle 4 equal to angle 3. So here this is angle A equal to angle C. So here we got here, that is these sides are, opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are also equal, this is B, and number C is equal area of two triangle, as because triangle ABC is actually, this is congruent to ADC, so area of triangle ABC must be equal to area of triangle ADC. Similarly, in the case of triangle ABD, equal to angle triangle BCD, and this is actually the third part of this theorem, and this is proved. So students, you have any doubt over here, you can ask. I am using over here this congruency property of AAS criteria. Here I am just concluding once again. Here this triangle and this triangle, this side equal to this angle equal to this angle, because this is parallel to this, and this is also parallel, this is a transversal, and this angle also this angle, these are actually interior alternate angle, and there is a common side AAS. This is that is congruent. Congruent means this side equal to this side equal to this side, and these are actually called, we can just tell, this is CPCT, that is congruent parts of the corresponding parts of the congruent triangle. So it is concluded that the opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and each diagonal bisect the parallelogram half. Thank you very much.